Bluey is an animated show full of heartfelt messages that warm the hearts of its viewers. And that's probably why it's a hit, even with our pets. But have you noticed that it has some incredible hidden details? The most famous Easter egg in Bluey is the presence of dachshund dogs named Snickers, hidden throughout the episodes. Bluey fans often spend their time scanning the background, searching for them. The coolest part? They're customized. Some appear as toys, others are dressed up or drawn in different styles. It's so much fun watching the show and spotting these little dogs, it feels like you're playing hide and seek with them. You know what to do. Grab your pet and start looking for the Snickers dogs with us. And why not give your pet a little treat while you both watch? Another Cinewave video is about to begin. Speaking of long dogs, have you noticed that Snickers is always walking around wearing a super cool cap? That cap is green and yellow for a reason. These are the national colors of Australia. If you look closely, you'll see a design on the front that represents the country's map. You probably already know this, but Australia's flag is blue, red, and features several stars, and it looks a lot like the United Kingdom's flag. Even so, the official colors of the country are green and yellow because of a flower that symbolizes the nation, the golden wattle, which bears those two colors and is a common plant there. It also represents the country's nature and wealth. You can tell that Snickers is quite proud of this, right? That's because the producers of Bluey always like to include these kinds of references in the show. Cool, huh?
Everyone else has learned to sit except me.
But you're a sausage dog.
In Bluey, the female characters don't have many differences from the male ones, and in 2D animations like this, the biggest distinction is usually marked eyelashes. But in Bluey, this isn't as obvious, except for one character, Coco. If you pay attention, you'll see that she's one of the few female characters with prominent eyelashes, unlike Bluey. It might make the animation process easier, but even then, mistakes happen. For example, in the Seesaw episode, the animators forgot to give Coco her eyelashes at one point.
Well, maybe just this time you can have crocodile-proof shoes. Coco!
If you take a close look at Bluey's family, you'll notice that Bluey resembles her dad and Bingo takes after her mom, with one exception, the spots on their backs. Bingo has a large spot like Bandit, while Bluey has 3 small spots that resemble Chili's style. What's even more interesting is that Bluey's spots look a lot like the shape of Mickey Mouse. Coincidence? Probably not, considering Disney is the show's distributor. Check out this scene where they go to the movies, and you'll see the exact Mickey Mouse shape on Bluey's back.
All these toys that are flying around sure are making it difficult to keep the balloon up.
This detail isn't so hidden, but it's probably something only Australians have noticed. Bluey is set in Australia, and the show's background reflects that. If you compare the Australian landscape with the show's settings, you'll find they're identical. Even Bluey's house is in a real place in Brisbane, the capital of Queensland.
This is brilliant.
Bluey is a show for the whole family to enjoy, so it includes details that appeal differently to all age groups. In the episode about the magic asparagus, Chili gives Bluey an asparagus that has the power to transform others into any animal. Bluey starts asking her family to imitate some animals, and at one point, she turns them into peacocks. Bandit performs a peacock impression by spreading a fan while dancing for Chili. The fan shows 2 birds kissing, and for those who don't know, male peacocks display their feathers when they want to mate with females. It seems like Bluey knew what Bandit was up to because she asks him to behave.
So sorry.
Please, will you accept our sorry?
We're sure you've noticed this one, but it's such a cute detail that it deserves a spot on this list. Have you realized that Socks is actually wearing socks? She has a stripe around her ankles that makes it look like she's really wearing socks over her little paws. It's so adorable, especially since her name is literally Socks. Does your dog have socks on their paws too? If so, use the hashtag #PawSocks. Bandit is an archaeologist, which means he loves to dig, and his workspace holds some intriguing items. For instance, there are some bones and an animal skull in the cabinet next to his desk. Whose skeleton could it be?
I'm sorry, Wendy. He doesn't listen to what anyone says.
In the episode The Quiet Game, Bluey and Bingo visit a store, and in one aisle, they come across a section with colorful unicorn toys that closely resemble those from My Little Pony. Another reference occurs in the episode The Fair, where Bluey meets a pony breeder. One of the ponies, named Buttercup, looks a lot like Princess Celestia from My Little Pony.
Maybe I could close the library or throw a party in the castle.
As most fans know, Bluey is an Australian show, and thus it has ties to British culture. A fun detail is that Bluey's money features a Corgi dog, Queen Elizabeth's favorite breed. The Corgi is adorned with a pearl necklace, a piece of jewelry the Queen frequently wore.
One sausage, please.
Thanks, there you go.
Just like the long dogs, there's another Easter egg in Bluey, the tennis ball. It appears in various scenes throughout the show. Sometimes the characters interact with them, and sometimes they don't. For example, in the episode Hotel, a tennis ball is visible in the stairway scene. In the Christmas episode, Bandit tries to catch one mid-air, and it also appears beside Chili in another scene. There are many ways these toys make an appearance, which makes sense because dogs love to leave balls scattered around. Do we humans do something similar? In Bluey, we're in a world of dogs, but it seems there are other types of animals around. For example, in the episode Cinema, Bluey, Bingo, and Bandit go to see the movie The Lost Monkey, where we finally see two different animals, a monkey and some kind of feline.
You can find the magic pinecone, Chunky. You just have to be yourself.
Bluey makes references to various famous movies and games. One such reference is in the episode Yoga Ball, where the girls need to dodge a ball about to crush them. This scene is a nod to the Indiana Jones films. A typically Australian reference occurs in the episode The Doctor, where Bingo pretends to be a doctor. In this episode, Lucky shows up with a crocodile hat, which is a clear reference to a scene from the classic Australian film Crocodile Dundee. And if you don't want a crocodile on your head, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon for notifications.
Thank you.
Crocodile Dundee also makes an appearance in Bluey's toy in the episode The Bat. Another reference appears in the episode Cinema, where we see some posters that closely resemble the DreamWorks animation B-Movie.
Hey guys!
Well, look at that.
Isn't that the kid we saw yesterday?
Bluey also makes references to video games. For instance, in the episode On the Road, Bluey talks about a game where you play as a monkey jumping over barrels, which is a clear nod to Donkey Kong. Did you spot the Pokemon Torterra in Bluey's room? Check out this scene from the episode Mr. Monkey Jocks, where you can see a creature that strongly resembles Torterra in the corner. If you look at the squirrel hanging on the wall, you'll notice an M on its chest that resembles the Nintendo Mario symbol.
Is it too much? Too much? It's perfect! Wahoo!
Bluey also includes musical references. In the episode The Weekend, when Bluey hugs Chili, you can see on her smartwatch a rainbow passing through a transparent dog bone against a black background. This resembles the album cover of Pink Floyd's The Dark Side of the Moon. In episode 25 of the third season, you can see a tape labeled Bad Medicine, which is a song by Bon Jovi. In the same episode, Chili is dressed as She-Ra, a very popular toy from the 80s. The opening of Bluey features an animated dance of the main family, but did you know there's an extended version showing Bluey's friends dancing along? Not all characters appear, like Coco, but characters like Snickers and Socks do make an appearance. It's amazing how many hidden details Bluey has. The show is so packed with references that we could talk about it all day, but we'll save that for another time. We've picked out 2 more videos for you to watch next. See you in the next video!